Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. Oh my word, what a nightmare I've had trying to get this flight started today. I wanted to be in the air by now. I almost wanted to be at our destination by now. It's been one of those nights. So today we are taking the A320NX out. We're back in the Neo aircraft today, which is always good fun, particularly with the mini FCU unit. And it's a Neo aircraft that is actually used on this route anyway in real life. So yeah, wanted to take this aircraft out, and for some reason my battery voltage was just at 0, and I had to restart the sim and all sorts. And the problem is, I don't know if anyone else has ever had this issue, but whenever you load in and there's a problem with either the Phoenix aircraft or the A32NX, if you spawn in and there's a problem, it doesn't matter how many times you relaunch it or spawn it in, it just seems like something's broken and you just need to restart the entire thing, which has happened to me tonight a couple of times, basically through my own idiocy by loading into the wrong aircraft to begin with and then coming back out, loading back in with the right aircraft but on the runway instead of a parking stand, and then loading back in again. It still didn't work because it didn't work the first time, and I don't know, it's just literally been one of those issues which has delayed me by a good half an hour at least, so very frustrating. Anyway, enough of that. Hey guys, welcome to our first flight of the week, and we've got an exciting one for you as well, because we are checking out the new upcoming version 2 of Leeds Bradford Airport. Now Leeds Bradford, probably by distance, is the closest airport to me. Might not be the easiest to get to, but yeah, so it is one of my local airports. It's the airport to the north of us where so many flights get diverted this time of year. Let's be honest, it's built on top of the hill. It's a rubbish place for an airport. It's always misty, it's always windy, the runways face the wrong direction, but we love it. It's now obviously Yorkshire's biggest airport. And I thought after the stressfulness of the last half an hour, I needed some chill out tunes to relax with tonight. So we've got a nice little jazz selection of Christmas. I'm quite liking this. I don't know if you can hear it. We've got quite a cool version of Oh Holy Night going on in the background. Anyway, enough of that. Good evening, everyone. So many people coming on board nice and early. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. Wow, the chat is full of green people tonight. Environmentally friendly channel members. Good evening, DC, Terry, Zara, Barry's here as well. Jayhog, Harry, Chris, Old Novice is here too. Good to see you. Hey, Aviate, good to have you on board as well. Fantastic. Flyboy John, you always get that problem as well. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But it is indeed very frustrating. Makes you want to just throw things out the window. Good evening, Mike. Hey, Clever Trevor, Chris Morgan's here as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and a shout out to everyone else watching us, both on YouTube and over on Twitch as well. Good evening if you're watching over on Twitch. So, Operational Flight Plan is pinned into the chat, and I'm hoping I've pinned the right one into the chat as well, because I've created about 4 operational flight plans for our flight tonight, given the issues that I had trying to load in different aircraft and whatnot. But we are in the right aircraft for this route. So let's have a look at it, shall we? We'll go through, we'll brief, we'll chat, we'll get going. The flight time itself is only about 45 minutes, so it's one of those really busy flights, which, as familiar people, those that are familiar with the channel know, I like those flights. Always good fun. Right, so here is the operational flight plan then that we've got. So you can see we're in the LEAP engines. We've got just over 12 tons payload, 9.5 tons underloaded, so that's fine. The alternate is back here actually tonight in Belfast, costing us of 10. That's not right, but we'll run with it. Cruise flight level very low, 23,000 feet. Fuel rate of 54.8. So departing runway 7 tonight, so it's a long taxi here at Belfast. And why has it got runway 14 on there? We won't be landing runway 14. We can't land runway 14, the weather's too poor. It's going to be an auto land I think again tonight, which is cool because we did an auto land in the Phoenix the other night. I haven't auto landed in the A320NX for a long time, so that's going to be quite fun this evening. So yes, auto land in the A320NX tonight. And yeah, it'll definitely be runway 32, not runway 14, because runway 14 isn't available for autoland. So that's decided that for us. Plug fuel just over 4 ton, 4.1 CNR. So we need 2.3 tons CNR to get back here to Belfast. Yeah, here's our flight plan. So it's not very Not very long in the slightest, so that's fine. The shear rate looks fine. Let's have a look then. So those tailwind components, crosswind components, basically just reverse those. So it's going to be a bit of a 9. Oh, that's interesting. So a 9. It's getting close to a 10 knot crosswind there, which is okay. That's all right for an autoland. I'll let you guys answer in the chat. What's the limitations for a autoland with the headwind, crosswind and tailwind component for autoland? You guys can answer that. So Belfast, they see it back as the alternate. That's fine from a legal standpoint. Liverpool's not looking too bad. In fact, to be honest, Manchester, Liverpool, Birmingham, all the alternates, they're all technically Cat 1 airfields tonight, so they're all fine. What's happening with the weather? It is the 4th of December today, so runway 32, 900 meters to the north, rain, drizzle, fog, vertical visibility not reported. You've got the temperature of the dew point is 4 and 4, hence the fog coming in. QNH 1000, wind 0308. To be honest, you're not going to get strong winds anyway, not if it's going to be foggy. The wind will blow the fog away, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's very rare that you've got an autoland due to fog and it's out of limits for the autoland because of strong winds, so that's probably not going to happen tonight. Yeah, so it's just rain, drizzle. It's typical weather. It's typical weather for this time of year. Crashers, what are the limits? So the headwind is 30. It's very easy to remember. Work from the front to back. It's 30 headwind, 20 crosswind, 10 tailwind. So easy way to remember it that way around. Manchester's looking a bit similar. Obviously it's a bit better. Liverpool, Birmingham, again, they're all a much of a muchness tonight, but they're all acceptable alternates because they are Cat 1. Okay, so just looking at the no times for Belfast there, nothing there. What's that? Taxiway Alpha close between runway intersection Holy Point Bravo. Aircraft must not use taxiway Alpha to vacate the runway. Okay, we'll try and remember that. That's Manchester, which we're not bothered about. That's our flight plan. And just as you can see there, we've got icing conditions as we start to get over mainland England. As we come in. So in terms of fuel, I've already done a landing dispatch calculation today, and the takeoff, the landing dispatch landing weight is 70.2 tons. Well, we're nowhere near that today, are we? We're going to be landing with, even if I throw an extra ton on for contingency with the bad weather, which would take us to about 58.2 tons. We're still well under that, so that's going to be fine. I am going to throw an extra ton on then because of that weather. So we're going to go with 5.1 tons. So we'll tell the refuelers that's what we want in a moment. So let's just check out the charts. There we go. So as we know from Belfast, there are no standard instrument departures, so it's just going to be straight out. And then once we're happy, a right hand turn. First waypoint is Lisbon, so it's going to be a back right turn on ourselves. No terrain this way out, either 3000 and 35, and off we go. No speed restrictions or anything like that. And we are parked at stand 14 today, and I believe we've also got some I think we've got some ATC knocking about as well. Good. Alrighty then, shall we go find our aircraft and start getting ourselves set up. Let's go find the aircraft then, which I think, is it raining? It was raining a little bit earlier on in Belfast. I think it's rescinded since, but everything's still going to be wet. So there we go. So yes, very much looking forward to this flight with you guys. So there you are. Sky, if you want my system specs, you can check out the about page, or I think there's a Nightbot command for specs if you want to call that up. Someone will do that for you, I'm sure. Edelweiss, what does BKN mean? In what context? Broken? could be a VOR. I'm not actually sure, otherwise I need a bit more information on that. Right, let's hop on board, shall we? There we go. Right, so as per usual, we're in our lovely turnaround state, as you can see, and I want to start getting boarding underway. So, let's have a look at that flight plan on there. Payload. Just download all of this stuff. Oh, that's nice. A little bit of Rudolph. Fuel is 5.1 ton, isn't it? Now, if I've done this right, I've not got GSX connected for refueling. So there we go. Refueling is underweight. So as we take over from the last crew, just check pumps are off. Yep, logo lights are on. Pack 1 and 2, that's fine. God, that's bright down there. Should we turn brightness down a little bit? There we go. And as we can see, spoilers, flaps, thrust levers, parking brakes, fine. Acupressure's in the green, and we're all good up here. Okay. So I need to get some ATIS, but I do want to start the boarding process so we can get underway. So let's go to our payload screen, and GSX is enabled. So if we go to GSX, then we should be able to request boarding. There we go, and hopefully that will that should then start. Right. Have we got ATIS around? Yeah, 12613. Let's check that out. I'm spending more time listening to the music at the minute than I am actually concentrating on the flight. Right, where's my pen? Let's grab this.
Information Charlie, time 2020 Zulu, automatic. Landing runway 07, departure runway 07, wind 010 at 9. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Ceiling 2600 overcast. Temperature 5. Dew point 2. Altimeter 1008. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie and advise aircraft type on first contact. Advise on initial.
Okay, that's everything we need. Right, let's set up then. So QNH is 1008. Yep, that's set there. Audio control panel. Yeah, that's on. That's monitored. Don't need VHF2 to be that loud, do we? Let's turn that one up. Switching panel, all of that is done. That should be squawking 2000. And 1008, yep. And our initial climb is going to be 4,000 feet. Good stuff. Lendro, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate that. Good evening, Mads. Good to see you. Where are you off to? Munich. Excellent. I'm very excited to see the Leeds scenery as well, because it's well, it's a local airport, which is always good fun. Right, let's sort the box out then. So check out IRS. We've got the 3 nav greens. Aircraft status. I had to think then. Yeah, that's the right Eric cycle. Telling you, losing all track of time and dates at the minute. Christmas is on the way. Craig, how do we get the Easyjet stairs? So I've got a GSX profile for this airport, a very, very good one as well, and it literally has passengers sort of boarding straight out of the terminal. They'll walk all the way through here and whatnot when stuff's done. I think I have called it, haven't I? Yeah, boarding passengers now. At least it should be. I don't know. Where are they? Oh, wait and see. Let's crack on with setting up the aircraft. We'll worry about passengers later. So, yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. That's all in. Let's have a look. Set this up. So, Tropo is 30,000. Oh, it's not a million miles away, that is it. I'm happy to leave that. Cruise flight level 230. Let's download the winds. Ground temperature is most certainly not 14 though. It is 5. So let's update that. And flight plan, yep, departing runway 7. There we go. And just clear that dust continuity there. And then arriving runway 32. There is no stars at Leeds Bradford either. It's all based on the LBA. I'm going to put no veer in though, because we'll either get vectored in or we'll vector ourselves. 212, and what we've got on the OFP, 218 miles. That looks fine. Radnav page, we've got the Belfast VOR. Although I think in real life that might be unserviceable now. They were looking to get rid of it, weren't they? And that's to our init B page. Okay, so then our zero fuel weight planned is 54, call it 54.1. 54.1. Where are all our passengers? I thought GSX was meant to be sorting this out. Sounds like the boarding. I can hear noises. Can't hear anyone actually getting on our aircraft though, so not sure what's happening there. Mind you, I have got an outdated aircraft version. I wonder if they've changed something. I might have to go back in and untick GSX sync and then oh, hang on. Oh, here they are. Oh yes, here they are. Just didn't want to come out into the cold weather tonight, did they? Samarth, wow, thank you so much for your very kind super chat, kicking our stream off this evening. Hope you're having a good evening. It says loving the content as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Samarth. Very kind of you. Jayhawk also celebrating a year and a half of channel membership. Thank you so much, Jayhawk. Always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Seems like a lifetime. Yeah, about nearly 40 years, Jayhawk. Nearly. Yeah, there we go. Look, people are getting on board now. It's synced perfectly. Right, let's crack on with this then. So our zero fuel weight is planned to be 54.1. And CFG then is planned 32.2. Trip wind, according to the OFP, is a headwind of 2. We have to do the fuel planning here, then we can put the alternate figures in. So block fuel 37, we're taking 5.1. So just pop that in. So that's a takeoff weight of 59 tons. There we go. And an alternate fuel 1.3. We've actually got an alternate fuel, again according to the operational flight plan, of 1.4. So I will just update this in the books to 1.4, which then means we've got an extra 49 minutes of time of fuel endurance, so that's fine. And our CFG for takeoff is 32.6. Lovely. All right then, let's do the takeoff calculations. So SimSmart, hopefully the web version of this, I mentioned this to people in our Discord server, the web version of this shouldn't be too far away. It's certainly well underway. It'd be nice not even have to use this. I could just fire it up on the tablet or my smartphone, and that'll be much easier. Right, so that's the META runway condition. We'll go with wet because it has just been raining. Anti-ice, it's overcast 2,600 feet, thrust reduction is 1.4, so yeah, we should be alright. We'll go, anti-ice can be off. Takeoff weight is 59.0. Takeoff CFG is a standard takeoff thrust. We want a flex. Config 1. Packs will be off. Let's get the speeds. There we go. So, what is it? 122, 130, 133. 122, 130, 133. And a maximum takeoff weight 81, but yeah, so there's no regulated takeoff weight either. Thrust direction acceleration is 1418. Company stops has this now down to 800 feet AGL, so that's going to be 1218. 1218. Engine out also 1218. Flaps 1 and a flex of 68. Wonderful. The engine out procedure, obviously secondary flight plan not working here, so just make a quick note of this so I put it in front of us, because we would have to sort of use the AP to fly this manually, so to speak. So engine out 1800 feet, and it's a left turn, that's important. Left turn back to the Belfast VOR. Good stuff. These are full length. Yeah, this is also full length, isn't it? Is there a intersection departure available for Belfast? I can't actually remember. I love being able to zoom in on the map now, and that helps. So there we go, 14. Oh, actually, we should have delta figures, because that's going to be easier, isn't it? Right, hang on then. Let me just get figures for delta, which is going to be on here. Takeoff from delta is 2654 meters, as we can see just there. Right, in that case, in case you didn't know how to do this and you have got SimSmart, we can do intersection departures. Let me just turn that option on. Do you want to use... yeah, okay. So turn that on. Have to just restart that. Okay. I can still hear people boarding anyway, so we're not exactly wasting time. Oh, no, not Toga. Flex. If anyone wants to check out this software, by the way, there is a link in the video description down below taking you to the website for this. Use full runway? No. We're going to use intersection delta, which is 2654, and calculate. Yeah, so see how that, we've shortened the runway a little bit, so it has affected the V-speed, so it's now going to be 118, 126, 130. Everything else remains the same. Flex is the same. And obviously flaps 1 is the same. Takeoff weight's changed though, maximum takeoff weight. Obviously that makes no difference to us because that's above the structural takeoff weight anyway, so that's fine. Right, so all of that is done. I think the passengers are more or less on board now as well, so all that's done as well. So I think we should be about ready to brief this in a second. Let's just have a look how we're doing boarding wise. Planned current. Yeah, that looks good to me. So we'll contact air traffic control in a moment. So one thing I did forget to do with all of the rubbish this evening was I forgot to get self-loading cargo running. That's had an update as well, hasn't it, recently? Self-loading cargo. Right, air traffic control. What frequency are we on? 12177. Right, let's give them a shout. Belfast ground, good evening, Easy 21 Foxtrot Quebec, stand 14 Type A320neo requesting clearance to Leeds, and we have information Charlie. Have I got the wrong frequency? Oh, I have. What a beautiful first contact, and I've just announced it on the wrong frequency. Belfast ground, good evening, Easy 21 Foxtrot Quebec, Type A320 Neo, stand 14 requesting FR clearance as far to Leeds, and we have information Charlie.
Easy 21 Fox Quebec, hello, Overcraft ground. Formation Charlie Quest, QNH 1008. You cleared Leeds after departure 07, 5,000 feet leveled by Pepod, Papa Echo Papa Oscar Delta. 2 Pepod via Lisbon, Lima India Sierra Bravo Oscar, Lima 603, Pepod then is filed. QNH 1018 again, squawk 6362.
Cleared via departure runway 07, 5,000 at Papod and then direct Lisbon with the Lima 603, squawk 6362, Easy 21 Foxtrot Quebec.
Easy 21 Fox Quebec, read back correct, just my correction, 9,000 feet Pepod.
Sorry, say again, Easy 21 Fox Quebec.
I say again, your read back is correct, but I correct myself, 9,000 feet leveled Pepod.
9,000 feet to be levelled by Papod, Easy 21 Fox Quebec.
21 Fox Quebec, correct?
Fair enough. So, just check that on our flight plan then. Make sure that's all correct. So, plan mode. There's Pepod and 9,000 feet. Well, that's going to be absolutely fine for us. We're planned looking at that to be at 2-1, so. Just want to check, does it want us level 9,000 or above? And Easy 21 Fox Quebec, just confirm, do you need us level 9,000 at Papod or just above 9,000?
Level 9,000.
Level 9,000 at Papod, thank you, Easy 21 Fox Quebec. Alright, fair enough. Pop that in. That's going to be a steady climb, isn't it? Right, let's come off frequency and oh, I don't want to burn Unicom. Right, let's blast through the brief then. So starting with the weather, it's not bad here, is it? We've had some recent rain, winds 010 to 9, so might feel that from the left as we depart. It's overcast 2,600 feet. Anti-ice will be off, but anti-ice will be coming on pretty swiftly once we're in the climb. Weather en route is fine. Weather in Leeds, low visibility procedures underway there. We're expecting an autoland, and we'll have some. We've got some icing as well during the descent once we get over the UK, mainland UK. So that's yeah, that's the weather as we're going. Aircraft is a Type A320neo. A few things in our weather radar is not working. Secondary flight plan isn't working, sadly, but other than that, we're in good shape. No times for the departure. Threats to be aware of here. It's pretty decent at pretty decent, isn't it, here at Belfast? So nothing really to concern ourselves with regards to the taxi out. That's straightforward up to Delta, and MSA is pretty low as well, so 3,000, 3,500, etc., etc. Yeah, so no real threats. Maybe a slightly damp runway, but I wouldn't consider that too much of a threat at this stage. So that's fine. We've got ATC control as well. That's nice. So the actual brief itself, we know where we're parked. We're stand 1, stand 1-4, and the taxi then will push back, facing south. Taxi Alpha, cross runway 17. We've got planned figures from Delta, wet figures from Delta, so that's the departure. The departure which we've just heard, then straight out, no speed restrictions, anything like that. It'll be straight out, then when we're happy, we'll make that right hand turn. Lesbo, our 9,000 feet. Pepod, after that, we're on the Lima 603, and then as filed over to Leeds. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. First turn then will be to our right, normal noise abatement 2 stuff. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. So yeah, I think that's us all covered. Let's get that APU started then, because it won't be long before we're getting out of here now. There we go. Cabin crew, hello.
Hi Captain, just to let you know that everyone's on board.
Wonderful, thank you.
No problem.
That was quick. What did you forget? Hello?
Hi Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah, let's close up and try and make up some time.
No problem.
Right then, so let's get GSX preparing us for pushback and departure. I don't know if does GSX actually sort out the doors and things. I guess we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Right, APU's available. That's good. So they can come on. Refuel is completed.
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
That can come off. Give that another few seconds. In fact, no. Screw it. Put bleed on now. Give it a minute before we put the packs on. Zera, have I got the new update for self-landing cargo? You can now use it with GSX. The problem is, my aircraft works with GSX already. The Phoenix works with GSX. I don't want something else working with it and conflicting with it. So yeah. Mitov on Twitch, yes, sorry, this is the FlyByWire A32NX, that's right, yeah. Right, I've still got a door open there, so that's a bit concerning. Oh no, all doors are closed there. They just need to shift the jet bridge. Right, fuel 5-1. That's loaded and balanced.
Locking gear.
Cockpit preparation checklist. Then aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 5.1 tons. Balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is. We had the 3.5 greens of our FQNH 1008, 270 feet. Right, let's get back on frequency 12177. Belfast ground, easy to Foxtrot Quebec, stand 1-4, ready for push and start.
Easy 2-1 Fox Quebec, no problem. Set squawk 6362, please.
Completely forgot. And squawking 6263, easy 2-1 Fox Quebec.
Negative 6362.
6362 for easy 2-1 Quebec, Foxtrot. Easy 2-1 Foxtrot Quebec. What a mouthful of a call sign.
Affirm, and now stand 1-4, push shifters face south on X-ray as far as possible.
Release parking brakes, please.
Push approved, facing south, and we'll try and push as far as possible for you. Easy 2-1 Fox Quebec.
Thank you.
Release parking brakes, please.
And before start checklist, parking brakes are on, takeoff data has been confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors closed,
Release
armed,
parking brakes, please.
beacon light is on, parking brakes released.
Commencing push.
Easy 2-3 Quebec Fox. Caution, traffic on your right from stand 1-4 pushing on X-ray face south. Your stand 1-5 push and start period facing south. In front X-ray, I can say.
Start timer.
Right, we'll push in front of him to south. Easy 23 Quebec Foxtrot.
Oh, well, notable student
Just
disconnected
don't
there.
pass X-ray.
Anyone select student
Roger,
initial
we'll
starting
wait
engine 1?
T3 Quebec Foxtrot.
Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check.
Talk day, easy 476 kilo.
476 kilo, Allegro, go ahead.
476 kilo with Delta, requesting for clearance to Leeds.
I love the engine
Sorry,
sounds.
say again, I had a voice problem.
Easy 476 kilo, information Delta, stand 22, requesting for clearance
Please set parking
to...
brakes.
He's not going to push us
What's
back
your
any
right hand
further.
side?
Parking brake set.
Aircraft type is an Airbus A320.
Thank you.
And Belfast ground easy 21 Fox Quebec. Apologies, our pushback will only push us back as far as here.
That's great here, stop here.
No problem. We'll stop and wait here. Easy 21 Fox Quebec.
Easy 476 kilo, ready copy?
Ready copy, easy 476 kilo.
Cleared Leeds, Lisbon.
Okay, given
Lima
the traffic in
603
front of
Pepod
us and
for
things,
departure.
I'm happy now to say we'll do a single engine taxi. I wasn't going to, but we will now.
Pepod.
Procedures on this aircraft.
Papa Echo Papa
Safety
Oscar
cards
Delta
are
is fired.
during the exit routes,
Select
oxygen
1008.
life jackets,
Cool.
and brace
Seven.
positions.
Send you one
must
stable.
take off if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin.
Easy 476 kilo,
Floor
clear
lighting will guide you to an
Leeds
exit.
Bradford,
Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind
Peppered,
you. In
Oh,
an
God,
emergency,
stop.
leave all cabin baggage
finish
on board.
1008, squawk 7636.
Your seatbelt is fastened,
Correct.
adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
That safety briefing is loud.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes
A
around
bit
your
close to these
waist.
fumes.
Click together and pull the strap to adjust.
Christian
Do
says
not
open the
inflate
windows.
it inside the aircraft.
Breathe it in.
When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Yeah, what a very loud safety briefing. Surely doesn't need to be that loud. Right, well, whilst we're waiting,
Easy 21 Fox Quebec, do you have traffic in front of you? The A320 company Easyjet on X-ray.
we do indeed, yeah, easy to Fox Quebec.
Thank you. So just once you're ready taxi, call me and you're going to follow the traffic in front of you.
Reggie, we're ready for taxi whenever easy to Fox Quebec.
Thank you. You're just going to follow him.
Wilco to Fox Quebec. Let's hope he goes the right way. We'll listen out for his taxi instructions. I'm sure he will, but you never know.
Easy 23 Quebec Foxtrot, ready for taxi.
23 Quebec Fox for crossing, taxi Charlie 1 via Lima Charlie.
Taxi Charlie via Lima Charlie, Easy 23 Quebec Foxtrot.
Unless the guy in front has is also doing a single engine taxi, his APU should be off.
Easy 21 Fox Quebec following the A320 in front of you, company Easyjet. Charlie 1 for crossing via Lima Charlie.
And Easy 2 Fox Quebec following the company, Easyjet in front of us aircraft, thank you, and cleared across runway as well.
No, not clear to cross.
Why not? Okay, Easy 2 Fox Quebec, can we just get full taxi clearance and we can obviously depart via in section Delta? Hello?
Just taxi Charlie 1 via Lima Charlie.
Secure for takeoff.
Charlie 1, where the hell's Charlie? Taxi Charlie 1 via Lima Charlie, thank you, Easy 2 Fox Quebec.
Easy 476 kilo, ready for push start.
I mean, I'm pretty certain the
Easy
taxiway is
476
Lima.
kilo, do you have by the chart release points Lima?
FM, Lima, but I've got a GSX, so it might not do it as you may wish.
With a GS6, can you push, for example, Lima 3?
Easy 476, stomach.
Easy 2-3 Quebec Fox for crossing, sorry, Easy 2-3 Quebec Fox. After crossing, vacate via Delta, call me Delta.
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Cross 17, call me vacated Delta.
Roger, we'll cross from 7, we'll call you when we vacate Delta, Easy 2-3 Quebec Foxtrot.
So I think what totally threw me there with this taxi clearance
Easy
is
476 kilo.
there was no mention of Lima.
Push till right on apron.
Okay, so stand 2-2 push up face south on apron.
Stand to push approved on apron, Easy 476 kilo.
Christian, yeah, exactly. This is Lima, which
Easy 2-3 Quebec Foxtrot.
I was
vacated
expecting it would
Delta.
say sort of Lima Charlie and then
2-3 Quebec Fox, thanks much, taxi and
What
hold
Alpha?
Delta 1 runway 07.
clearly not been given
Taxi
permission
and
to cross
hold,
right
Delta
from the
1,
taxi itself.
Runway 07, Easy 2-3 Quebec Foxtrot.
Thank you. Easy 2-1 Fox Quebec before crossing, call me.
Secured.
Before crossing, we'll give you a call, Easy 2 Fox Quebec. This guy probably thinks I'm new.
Easy 2-3 Quebec Foxtrot holding Delta 1.
Easy 2-3 Quebec Fox, thanks much. From here, runway 07. Frequency change approved, no further ATC. Monitoring from 1-2.
Christian, yeah, that's right.
Thanks much,
think-
fine. Aldegrove, appreciate, hope see you again and have a good flight. Bye-bye.
Unicom 122, that's right. Thanks for the ATC. And yeah, see you later. Goodbye.
So that's Charlie 2, we're going to hold Charlie 1.
Easy 476 kilo, when ready. Taxi Charlie 1 for crossing. Via
Jacob,
Lima
is this
Charlie.
pre-recorded? Nope.
Charlie for crossing valley, my Charlie, Easy 476 kilo.
Hey, Captain HW, good to see you. And Easy 2-1 Fox Quebec approaching Charlie 1.
Call me vacated.
Oops, locked. And Easy 2-1 Fox Quebec approaching Charlie 1.
Cross 17, call me vacated.
Cross runway 17 and we'll call vacated. Easy 2-1 Fox Quebec. Locked. Right, let's get the other engine started. Get the strobe lights on. I don't know if it's a live runway or not, but right, engine mode selector for number 2. Let's get that engine started. Easy 21 Fox Quebec, vacated.
21 Fox Quebec, thanks much. Taxi and hold Delta 1 runway 07.
Taxi and hold Delta for runway 07, easy 21 Fox Quebec. Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
No problem. All stations, takeoff positions, please. Ladies and gentlemen.
21 Fox Quebec, Delta 1 runway 07. Thanks much. Flying all the crew, hope to see you again. Frequency change of fluid monitoring call 122. That's the Malaysia no further ATC. Hope to see you again and good flight. That's it.
Thanks for the service, easy 21 Fox Quebec, and we are just going to hold for just for 2 minutes. Easy 21 Fox Quebec.
Do whatever you want, buddy.
we will. Right, well, we needed a couple of minutes of separation away from the aircraft, and that'll give us time just for this engine to sort itself out. Right, both engines are obviously now running, so engine mode selector now can come to normal, that can come off.
Easy 476 kilo, no problem. Cross 17
Packs
report
not
located.
required.
Cross 17 report located, easy 476 kilo.
And the after start checklist, anti-ice is off, ECAM status is checked, pitch trim is 32.6, rudder is neutral. I'll do a taxi checklist then now. So, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, rudder full right, rudder full left, and neutral. So, taxi checklist flight controls have been checked, flap setting, config 1, and FMAs. Climb now blue 152, 9000 blue. ECAM memo. Just waiting for the cabin.
Easy 476 kilo vacated.
Take off my
Thanks
blue.
much. 476
If he's
taxi and
stowed.
hold Delta 1 runway 07.
Delta 1 407, easy 476 kilo.
And 476 kilo, number 2 departure is holding on Delta 1 Easyjet A320 in front of you.
Alright, another minute or so and we're good to go. So, Belfast traffic easy to 1 Foxtrot Quebec, landing at runway 07 via Delta. Approach path is clear.
Belfast traffic, easy 476 kilo after the company Easyjet A320 on runway 07 departs will line up and wait on 07.
Anfield Legend, no shaders. This is all sort of default, if you like. Right, excellent. Plenty of time done there. So, lineup checklist. Cabin secure. Takeoff runway via Delta. Runway 07 TCAS. TARA packs 1 and 2 are off. Takeoff. Start the chrono. Belfast traffic easy 21 Fox Quebec. Departing runway 07.
See you in Leeds, Gav.
Hopefully. Man flex SRS. Auto thrust blue. Oh, I love the engine sounds on this aircraft. Takeoff thrust set. 100 knots. rotate. Positive climb, gear up. And thrust climb, climb. Autopilot 1 engaged. Open climb, 90 blue, heading. Okay, above MSA, and let's go direct to our first waypoint then, to Lisbon. S-speed, flap 0, spoilers disarmed, nav. Cabin crew released. Anti-ice on as we head through the clouds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure.
Spoilers,
flaps, a selection of hot beverages
gears up,
together with drinks and snacks
lights
from the bar.
can come off
We
now.
accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Oh, that's nice. I think we're above that cloud layer now. We can see the stars again, so anti-ice can come off. Now, he wanted it at level 9,000, didn't he? And at 9,000 by Papano. Not too sure about that, to be honest with you. I've never had that instruction before. I don't know if it's something new. However, we're not on ATC control, so I am actually just going to maybe be a bit naughty. I'm going to disregard that. So we're going to go straight to our cruising altitude, which is flight level 230. It's not very long today at all, so let's pop that into open climb. Thrust climb, open climb 230 blue, up we go. And what we can also do is go into the flight plan, and we can just look to remove that constraint now. Actually, it's gone anyway, so we're fine. Right, 10,000 feet, airports onto the EFIS radar page. We can clear out Belfast, and cost index of 0. Barry, it's not VATSIM. No, I think it's just a couple of people flying alongside us tonight. Good evening, everyone. Right, simple signs, they can come off. Not much to see out the windows tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has now been turned on. You are now free to move around the cabin and the toilets are now available. However, when in your seat, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Division, remember to call thrust at thrust reduction. So I'm getting my head. They've changed the SOPs. Well, the Orange Airline. They've changed the SOPs now. So we never did this. We moved more towards Airbus SOPs with regards to autothrust. Never used to call autothrust blue. That's the new one. So Christian, yeah, they have changed them recently. They now call autothrust blue, which I'm doing my best not to forget. Litos 970, thinking about buying Prague. I think Orbx is brilliant. That's the one I've got anyway. I can't comment on the others because I don't have them. Hey Glenn, I saw London North was online, so I'm hoping they'll be around soon. Where the heck's that? Hotspur, Fighter Control is online. Has anyone ever seen that before? Who are they? Never seen them. Oh, London Control's just gone offline. Ah, unfortunate. Right, so we'll be at the top of the cruise very quickly today, won't we? Okay, so I'm just going to do a just an in-flight landing calculation. We don't have much time to do that. We'll just give it another couple of thousand feet and then down. Down we go. Well, I say down we go. How long is it going to be? It's not going to be long at all, this one. Remember, we're in the A320NX, so we will also do some mental maths just to make sure that the top of the descent is where we want it to be. Elliot Orbx, good evening. Hello, Ellie. How you doing? Oh, sorry, good morning. Good morning. You must be up early catching the stream. So guys, Elliot obviously from Orbx, who has kindly provided us with the preview version that we are going to hopefully see. We're not going to see that much of it. I'm going to have to, once we've landed, I'm going to have to clear the weather and bring the sun up because the weather in Leeds is lousy. The scenery there is gorgeous. The weather is just always rubbish though, so we might have to fudge that a little bit once we're on the ground and take a little look around. But yes, morning Ellie, good to see you. There we go, alt cruise. Chris Shaw, yes, math.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will be starting one of our in-flight movies. If you require headphones, please contact a flight attendant.
In-flight movies? Who do you think we are?
For those of you who board your own, you can plug them into the armrest to the side of you. Channel 6 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you.
Right, let's grab some weather. In-flight movies. I think I need to tweak it's self-loading cargo since it's since it's had its update. We'll get Manchester weather as well. See what's going on there. Send that off. Sorry, it'll be a short movie. It'll be an episode of Friends or something like that. Right, so whilst I'm waiting, I'm just going to wait for that weather to come through. We'll do a landing calculation and then we'll check that out. The brief for this should be pretty straightforward and simple. We're going to vector ourselves in. PK, it was eyesight. Christian, am I in the right? Have I stolen a British Airways aircraft? I don't even think a BA A320 is going to show a movie. Right, just wait for that weather to come in and then we'll get a landing calculation sorted. I say we did a dispatch landing calculation, we'll do an in-flight one. And the dispatch one was 70.2 tons, so we shouldn't have any problems getting in. Ellie, it's 8:30 in the morning. Oh, it's not that bad then, Ellie. Watch the flight while having breakfast or something. But thanks, Ellie. And of course, I know everyone here in the chat appreciates the work that Orbx do. So thank you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like
Another
to watch
in-flight? How many movies did they play?
select channel 18
I
from
really
your
need to muck
Orbx
about
phone.
with the settings on that.
Thank you, and I hope you
Right,
enjoy
okay,
the
so runway 32 in use. What we got? Winds 050 at 8. Temperature is 4 degrees. QNH is 1001. So let's set that. Huh? Come on. There we are. Runway condition. Okay, so as per SOPs now, go medium to poor. Anti-ice will be on. Landing weight is going to be. Let's have a look. 54, 55, 56, 57.1, 57. Let's call it 57.5 tons then. And landing configuration will go flaps 3. No, it won't. We'll go flaps 4. And because LVPs are in place, it's going to be an auto land, 3-degree angle, auto brakes low, and reversers no. Okay, so I'm just running a in-flight landing calculation just to see whether we can use either reverse or whether we're going to need max reverse to get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will be starting the in-flight drinks service. If you could please ensure
Okay,
flights
so
are clear
yep,
and
that's
bags
not
are placed
going
in the
to
overhead
work.
lockers
Landing
back
distance
with the
required
money
2,096
appreciated.
meters,
Thank you.
and the runway is only 1,916. Okay, so let's modify that. We'll use max manual. Let's see if that works. Nope, that's not going to work. So what we do now is, that means we're legally allowed, we're now allowed to use max reverse. Now we're going to set the weather conditions to good. Everything else remains the same, and let's compute that. So basically all I was doing there was checking that we can use if we can use idler reversed. We can't, so it's going to be max reverse when we land. I'm just checking now with the actual weather that we can get in. We will be able to, but we're going to need medium auto brake. So we'll set that, and then we'll look at the charts. Hey, old man Shaggy. Very well so far. Edelweiss, do I know when live VFL will release A340? Afraid not. Right, let's enter the destination data. Let's sort the box out for the arrival. So just check what that's looking like. So I'm going to vector ourselves in. Pole Hill, yeah, actually that looks pretty decent, that arrival. I'm happy to fly that. Maybe a bit of heading mode around here just to give us a slightly longer final. So that's okay. The speeds of the box look alright as well. If we just go to our fixes page, and we'll just add in Echo Golf November Mike, runway 32. Platform altitude is 2,300 feet, so if we put a radius around there of 9 miles, we'll aim for a 9-mile final.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence service of hot drinks and alcoholic beverages. Please assist us by ensuring your tray tables are down and that the aisles are kept.
Okay, LBA NDB is in there.
We serve a variety of local and international coffees, teas, beers, wines.
Echo Golf.
Please note that alcoholic drinks will not be served to those under 18 years of age.
3-2. So we're going to start heading down soon. We're not very high, remember, we're only at 32,000 feet. And let's fill in the stuff here. So QNH was what, 1001. Temperature is, whoops. Yeah, it's not 1001 degrees C, is it? That might be out of the aircraft's operational envelope. Wind is 0508. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet here. It is going to be an autoland, fully configured, no decision height. Oh, is the wind, has that just slightly changed, Christian? Alright, thank you. That's the latest METAR then. Let me grab, let me just pop that in. I don't think too much has changed. The wind's changed ever so slightly. 0708. It's still fine. Everything else is the same. Scattered 100, broken 200, yep. Autoland territory. And our top of descent is in about 5 minutes, looking at that. Right then, let me go through the charts and we'll just go through how we're going to do the landing. So, usual stuff with the brief. Weather, as we've seen, 07018, varying 02090, 3,000 meters visibility, light rain and drizzle, mist, scatter 100, broken 200, temperature 2.4, QNH 1001, autoland LVPs. Christian, I don't think we'll get him with the Count 1 approach just because, not so much the visibility is fine, but the broken clouds at 200, scattered 100, that's LVP territory, usually below 200 feet. If that's the ceiling, then that's kind of dictated to us. So there's no arrival charts or anything like that, no standard arrival stuff. So this is the chart. We'll be coming in straight to Pole Hill, and then what we're going to do is, instead from Pole Hill, we're not going to fly direct to the LBA. What we'll do is we will vector ourselves sort of from Pole Hill over to the east. MSA is 3,500, 3,000, so if we look to get no lower than 3,500 feet as we leave Pole Hill, the idea then 3,000 feet as we look to intercept the ILS, and that will be fine. So nothing out of the ordinary there. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet for us as a Cat D aircraft. It's 3 degrees. So normal stuff there. Runway visual range 550 meters. Legally we're allowed to do it, of course. Now hang on a minute, let me just double check something. That might be the wrong chart. Yes it is, that's the one we want. Yeah, so 3,000 feet, 3 degrees. Oh, actually we can't do Cat 3 with no decision altitude. We have to have a decision height of 50. Okay, so we can auto land, but we need to just change that. So it's still going to be an auto land, but it's not Cat 3B. It's only certified Cat 3A. Good job, we checked that, isn't it? There we go. So, if we can't see the runway by that point, I would be very, very surprised. Shinju, that off the top of my head, I would say yes. I think you're going to be fine. I wouldn't be worried about that. Right, so minimums there. That's all set. Go around 3,000 feet. So it's 2,000 feet runway track. Right, turn back to the LBA. Climb to 3,000. All right, so I think we've touched on everything we need to do. It's going to be an autoland approach runway 32. We'll leave Pole Hill flying eastbounds. Autoland Cat 3A. Platform altitude 3,000 feet. No minimum speeds. Auto brake medium. And then once we are on the ground, that's the next bit. If we vacate to Alpha. Ooh, now, wasn't there something in the note times about vacating at Alpha? Can we not vacate at Alpha? I'm going to need to have another quick look at that. Leeds Bradford, taxiway Alpha closed between intersection Holy Point Bravo. Aircraft was use Alpha to vacate the runway. Ah, okay. Right, plan B. So that's going to be turn ourselves back around and then off at November. Unless we can get off at November to begin with. We'll see. We shall see. Right, down we go. Thrust idle, open descent, and 100 blue. So we're briefed, we know what we're doing, we know what we hope will happen. I'm just going to keep the speed up to help get down. So speed is now selected 285. And we're direct Pole Hill, so the flight plan has 73 miles to go. That's fine. 60 miles is 20,000 feet, and we're at 21, so we've got room to slow down as well. Hey Angus says, hi all, good to see you mate. Looking to get a new PC, wanted to check, is 16 gig of RAM enough or should it be 32 GPU? Oh, you're asking the wrong guy, but I think it's 32 with the RTX 4070 I think would be a worthwhile investment, particularly with Flight Sim 2024 on the horizon. I don't know which runway we're landing on. 32. We can't get in on the other one. The reason we can't get in on the other one is because the minimums are too high. So, yeah. Get 32 gig and we're landing on runway 32. It's serendipity, Angus. Now, what's that company message that's just come through anyway? Oh, we've been provisionally assigned gate 15 left. Okay, I know where that is. Right at the end, one of the remote stands. So, I was just going to say, anyone who is flying alongside with us tonight into Leeds, then might just be worth remembering that there's a good possibility you're not going to be able to get off at November to begin with, so It's going to be an alpha is closed, so you're going to have to go to the end, turn around, and then come back on November. Having said that, do you need to turn around? Let's find out. How wide is the runway? Well, it's 46 metres. No, you don't need to go to the end. As long as you're happy and you can see, you can turn around on the runway. It's fine. So I'm just going to increase the speed 300 just to increase that descent rate. No, you can vacate on E for landing aircraft, then vacate. So, well, that's true. If there's a good gap, it'll be fine. It doesn't take long to turn around. What I plan on doing anyway is slamming the aircraft in hard and not buttering it, so we can just get off at November. Let's get them seatbelt signs on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned the seatbelt signs on. Please take your seats. You must now remain seated until the signs are turned off. Thank you.
Back on profile now anyway, looking at that. Christian, didn't HC want to say if the runway is wide enough for an A320, it's also wide enough to do a 180 on the runway, unless it's not permitted by on the chart. Well, yeah, because the turning circle of the A320 is 24 metres, and the minimum runway width you can land on is 30 metres, so yes, in theory, if you can land on it, you can turn around on it. Right, set speed 250. And let's continue that descent, shall we? Anti-ice is on. Course prime. And the approach checklist. BARF QNH is 1001. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums 50. Radio altitude. Auto brake medium. EFB stowed. A little bit of speed brake there just to help get us down 250. Hey, Mad Ben, seems to be every time I turn my PC off, there's a streamer flying out of my home airport. Did have an interesting arrival into Leeds with light appearing just before landing, whilst London North was having a meltdown. Oh, is that why they've gone offline? I was gutted. I was hoping they were still going to be there when we arrived. London North having a meltdown. If it was on his own, I can imagine. It must be so hard if you are controlling an entire sector on your own with no ground controllers, no nothing. I couldn't do it, I don't think, unless it was a very quiet sector. yeah, so hopefully now you can see my plan on the navigation display. We'll leave Pole Hill, we'll fly probably a little bit further out here, and then just make a left-hand turn. That's where this is a 9-mile radius from the runway threshold, so yeah, 3,000 feet intersecting this, and we should be good. Remember I said as well that we're not going to get any lower than 3,500 feet by Pole Hill, because we're in this little sector now. MSA is 3.5. If the weather was better, I'd be able to see Emily Moore Mast down here, but I think the weather's looking a bit shocking today. There's a little break in the clouds. That's about as much of the ground as we've seen this flight. That looks really good as well, actually. It does, doesn't it? Shame that's the best view we've got. Right, let's just pull heading. I say we'll just spin this around a little bit there. And now I'm going to set 3,000 feet. And we'll go for a VS. $500, $700. See, I'm just moving this little arrow here. Okay, so we'll activate the approach phase as well. So that's done. Landing systems on. India Lima Bravo Fox is identified. Cleaver, I can move my view in the cabin windows because these are they're not fixed views. These are my custom views. So it's essentially, yeah, you can do it. There's a tutorial on my channel about how to set these up if you wish. You can even download mine if you're on the Discord server, and then you don't have to muck about doing any of that. You watch, the weather will be absolutely fine when we get there, and we'll see the lights all the way down, and we didn't need to auto land it, but anyway. Mad Ben, there was no silence at all, it was just non-stop. Yep, I now know why he came off. Bless him. Zildjian07, good evening. Some of the best symbols ever made. Or are you more a Sabian person? I'm guessing not. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Would you like a drink, tea, coffee or water?
No, thanks.
No problem. Do give me a call if you change your mind, though.
In fact, cabin prepare for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets
Zildjian,
are no
you see,
longer in service.
I always preferred the Sabian sound. Right, let's start slowing it down. Push for managed speed.
Leeds traffic, easy 23 Quebec Foxtrot is on a 5-mile final runway 32.
That's fine. If we're going to get in behind him, then I think that's going to work out fine. In a past life, Siljan. In a past life.
Leeds traffic, Ryanair 65 holding Echo 14 inbound traffic. Then backtrack from runway 14.
I did used to also have a beautiful mellow paste, which was just gorgeous for suspended symbol work. Anyway, back on topic. Right, flaps 1, speed's checked, flaps 1, speed. The weather doesn't look anywhere near as bad.
$2,500. 2,500.
Lock start. This looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Leeds traffic, easy 2 on Foxtrot Quebec, established runway 328, mile final, speed 180. Flaps 2, speed's checked. Flaps 2, not liking that wind at the minute. Glide slope star.
Leeds traffic, easy 23 Quebec Foxtrot, vacated runway 32.
Right, runway's looking good.
2,500.
Gear down. Spoilers armed. Manage the speed. We need to keep an eye on that speed. I'm out of limits for an auto land at the minute. Although, if the winds and the what I'm referring to with regards to those limitations are limitations on the ground, so it's depending upon what is reported at ground level. Flaps 3, speeds checked, flaps 3. And flaps 4. Landing checklist. Cam secured. Go around altitude 3,000 feet. Set. You can memo landing nose.
Leeds traffic, easy 476 kilo, fully established runway 32, 11 miles out.
Okay, maybe it actually is an auto land situation. The ground is starting to disappear. Go away. Oh yeah, you should be seated for landing.
Hi, Captain. We're ready for landing. The cabin is secured.
Sorry, forgot. Seats for landing.
No problem.
1,000.
All
1,000
stations,
feet.
landing positions, please. Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have dimmed the cabin lights ready for our arrival. Please don't worry, this is a completely normal procedure. And
Okay, we're in limits for this auto land. Let's see how it works. This will be a good test of the airport's avionics systems as well. Damn, that looks good.
400.
Land. Look
100 above.
Look at the slope. Look at that.
Minimum 50,
Flat.
40, 30, 20, 10,
Retard.
Oh, the rudder. Disconnected eye of control. Max manual brake. Wow. It's wet. Where's my lights? I forgot the bloody lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Leeds traffic.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers.
I think we've just vacated on the taxiway that's closed as well.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking zone.
I thought
On
we'd
behalf of
snuck
the
off
captain
before
and the
that.
crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
Yeah, I thought we'd actually snuck off before, but not. Whoops. Oh well, it's not closing the sim. But there we go. That did a great job. I was worried a little bit about how it was going to handle on the runway once it had touched down, which is why I sort of didn't let it roll out too much.
Easy 476 kilo, short final runway 32.
Vacated runway 14 via November.
Come on. Leeds traffic, runway 32 vacated. Right, so we'll just park up anywhere and then we can have a look at this in perhaps some nicer conditions. But we've just seen the night lighting. I think that looks very, very nice, doesn't it? In fact, Aviate's just said the exact same thing. Yeah, let me just park up and then we'll get off VATSIM, take the drone camera around and have a little look at this version 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you. Cabin crew, please disarm doors and cross-check.
I can already see people moving inside the control tower as well. Christian, with nice conditions, do I mean snow? No! However, I will bring the festive music back. Right, parking brake is set. I'm going to shut down the aircraft actually, might as well. Although it's probably not been 3 minutes since we actually landed, so I can't shut down the aircraft just yet. Let's forget doing that. Right, I'm going to just bring the sun up. Let's have a little look at this airport now, shall we, in better conditions.
ED23, Quebec Foxtrot, Leeds traffic, we are backtracking.
There. Let's go on, we'll get rid of it. We'll change it. Let's just put a few clouds in there, because let's face it, we don't usually get clear skies over Leeds. Here we go. Right, let's go explore, shall we? This is version 2 of Leeds Bradford Airport from Orbx, which I think is going to be used. Is it? I want to say the 7th. Well, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think it is the 7th that's going to be done. But one of the things that I do like, not for myself, of course, it makes no difference, but for our VATSIM controllers, look at this. You can get yourself sat in the control tower, and actually, I think that is a really nice, decent control tower, that, isn't it? You'll be able to see all the way around. You've got a good view of. Well, they'd have had a great view of the TUI aircraft skidding off the end of that runway, and you've got the smaller flying club schools, etc., and that over there. Yeah, that is beautiful. I really do like that. This is very similar to what do you call it? East Midlands Airport. That had a really nice tower, and the fact that you can also watch the traffic on the local road as well. That's pretty neat. How realistic have they got there? Oh, nice. That's very nice. Yeah, so there's Manchester, EGCC, and all the actual airways as well. Yeah, so for those of you who like to control on VATSIM, that looks neat. Now then, have a look at this. Here is now Leeds. I have flown from quite a few times. People waiting to cross the roads. This is very very well thought out, isn't it? You know, I could be really nitpicky and say, well, all the cars have got the wrong registration plates. There's a California registration plate there, but we're not going to be too picky. I like the fact that there's different brands there. What we got? We've got some Kia, we've got a Lexus, Volvo. Any really nice cars? Nissan, Merc. Yeah, I like that. So from a aesthetics point of view on the other side, that is really, really nice. Diddly-doo. Let's have a look inside. Have we... so, we spoke recently about Fly Tampa not going overboard on the inside because we obviously want to keep frame rates decent. Got a nice arrival board there. I'm not so sure they fly direct to San Francisco, but never mind. Oh, come on. My drone skills, not the best. Ah, right, okay, so which update was it where suddenly some buildings you can't actually get in anymore, and Microsoft Flight Simulator just sort of defaults you to kicking you outside. So you can't, yeah, so you can't actually get in. There's almost like a hard external wall, which is a bit of a shame. But what they have got, oh, you see, this is, I think this is perhaps the most realistic thing I've ever seen. Graffiti on the side of the trash and skips and bins. That is brilliant. Who on earth has tagged this? All it needs now is a couple of rats underneath. I can't believe we've got graffiti on the side of the bins. That is next level detail. I'm going to be looking for that in every scenery now that I ever see. Very Leeds. I didn't want to say that through that. Car parking check. Oh, this is absolutely realistic. Yeah. Yeah. This is what you see at every car park in the UK. So that's spot on. Now, I've actually parked my car down here before. Yeah. So, not a million miles away. What are they? Septic tanks? Is that frozen because of how cold it is? Looks like it has. Looks like it's frozen over. But yeah, that is very, very true to life. So I've actually parked my car in here when going for a holiday and seen the aircraft parked up on the top here at these remote stands. So very, very good. I want to find more graffiti. But as you can see, you can actually see now, and Microsoft Flight Simulator does it very well. You can see that this is a really high airport. Which is the multi-flight area. I'm going to nip over to the other side in a minute and we'll check that out. So, is there any gouges in the grass following the TUI? That's my next question. Tyson 5 says all the nice cars have been nicked. Yeah, I mean, if they were going for ultra realism, they would go for a few skid marks just here. I mean, you can see now how dangerous that is because it really does slope away at the end there. And hello, what we got here? Oh my god, they move. Ah, that is awesome. Oh, synchronized head shaking. Have we got horses? Have we had horses in the simulator before? Or is this a first? Brilliant. They all shake their heads together and... do they go to the toilet together as well? that would... Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 adds pooing animals to the simulator. Let's head over to the other side. Right, so the multi-flight centre, yeah, the stuff here. Obviously, this has been done. Now, any graffiti on these bins? Yes! Yes, the same graffiti artist has also made his way to the other side of the airport as well. That is neat. It is just stuff like that, though, isn't it? That makes you think, that's nice. It is nice. So what do you think, guys? Out of 10, what would you give this? I can't see any reason for it not to be a very high-scoring scenery. The one thing they have done well, I think, is... I was talking about the... inside the airport. And not being able to go inside. What can you see kind of thing. Well, I think they've done it perfectly because, once again, you have got just the right amount of visual things to look at through the glass. And that's what adds to it. I mean, I don't think have we got any people in the in there. Yeah, we can't actually go in, so there's no point in them modelling it. But yeah, maybe a few people there. Well, might get updated at some point. But other than that, I think, yeah, great airport. Almost makes me sad there's only one Easyjet route to it, and though it is the one that we have just flown. But yeah, wonderful stuff. So, guys, there we go. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you've enjoyed that flight, that auto land, the awful weather. If I put live weather back on now, the airport would just disappear, I think. I'll not do that. But yes, thank you so much, guys. Really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please don't forget to leave a like. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Notifications for next time we go live, so you don't miss that. But yeah, really enjoyed your company once again. Thank you so much. Our next stream, of course, will be advertised as soon as I know it's going to be taking place, to be honest. I have actually got a couple of busy days lined up over the next couple of days, so I'm not sure we're going to get one in now before Thursday. I will obviously do my best because, well, I love being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. A huge shout out, as always, to our amazing Easyjet SimPilot channel members and everyone else who has supported us on our stream tonight. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all on our next live stream. Remember, this version 2 goes out, I think it's on the 7th, so not long to wait. Big shout out to Orbx as well. Good night, everybody. See you again soon. Bye-bye.